Welcome back to Reentry TV Unplugged. This is Funky Larry Jones.
And Lieutenant Manuel Fields.
And once again, on behalf of the staff and management from Reentry TV, we want to wish you all a very special Happy Valentine's Day this Monday night.
Yeah, Happy Valentine's.
Okay. Now, we pride ourselves on giving you the best information possible with Reentry TV. And over the past couple of months, Lou and I have had a chance to meet and greet a lot of fine people who've transitioned from behind bars to becoming responsible citizens, right?
In society.
Okay.
I mean, they've been doing an outstanding job, and I think they have earned the right to be uplifted, exalted, promoted, and highlighted.
So what we're going to do is present a Valentine's special from our hearts to yours. Check out these next few minutes from Reentry TV Unplugged. Hey guys, appreciate you joining us tonight. You're back inside Reentry TV. This is Funky Larry Jones, and you know our story. For real life, real solutions, Reentry TV. And we're at God's house, better known as Fertile Ground, right in the heart of Third Ward, Texas, off Isabella. And these men are committed to making a difference in the community because they're about to re-enter into society. Our next guest on the show is Mr. Cavanaugh. Welcome to Reentry TV.
Thank you.
All right, sir. Doing a little research on you. Take me back to 1967. What happened, sir?
1967, I was just running wild, trying to live a life of crime. What they used to say, trying to come up. You know, that's the type of attitude we had in the streets back during that time.
Okay.
You know, and I felt like, you know, I pulled off burglars and started delivering drugs and things, and, you know, thinking I'm slick, getting away with it and things, making money and trying, you know, somebody like I say, trying to come up. Eventually, the police came up on me. And that was one of the hardest parts.
That was the end of it.
Eventually, I wound up in that county jail, off in that courtroom, and I got slick. And I didn't want to do no copping out for no time and all that. But I said, hey, y'all ain't really actually caught me doing nothing. You know, I took them to trial. I'm, you know, that's the ignorance in me by being young and foolish and not caring. Hey, let's go to trial. You know, they kept telling me, the lawyer even kept telling me, no, don't do that. I said, man, you here to represent me, not me represent you. We went to trial. I wound up with 50 years. Yeah, you hear. But, you know, by me being young and foolish like I was, that didn't stop me.
Okay.
I went on to prison. See, you know, I wasn't going to worry about it. Got off at 9. I just said, well, you know, I'm going to get wild here too. You know, I started trying bootlegging liquor and selling marijuana and stuff, you know. But in time, you know, it had to be, I knew I had to make a change, you know. I've sat back, I watched a lot of other people, you know, how they was, had big time same as I did. And they wanted to make a change in life after a certain length of years, you know, you get tired. You know, I don't know, I just woke up that morning, you know, I was just tired, you know. I know it's a better way. It's a lot better things I can do other than being sitting in here. This ain't it for me, you know. And you know, that's when I decided to make me a change. You know, and, a few years later, I had got a letter from the Board of Pardon and Parole. They was telling me, you know, about caravan unit. And if I wanted my parole, I had to go through this here program. And then, you know, I said, well, I do all kind of everything else. Why not? What's wrong with this? You know, it can help me to be a better person than what I am. So, you know, I chose to go. A year later, I went over there. And after I seen what it was about, I liked it. And I enjoyed it. You know, and I got off into it. And I've never read that much reading in my life. I had said, man, I read this Bible back and forth, just reading. Taking tests day after day, studying in school, having to do all this here, you know. And since I've been here with Fertile Ground, it has paid off. You know, I've learned a lot from all the different things that I was getting. And I decided, well, you know, where it's going for me right now, it's a whole lot better than what it used to be for me.
So, Mr. Cavanaugh, how long have you been here at Fertile Ground, sir?
I've been here, I'm coming into 3 years.
And your role here at the house?
Assistant manager.
All right.
And I love it.
Yeah.
Because it helps me to stay focused.
Yes, sir.
It's, I know I'm not quite ready. I still have thoughts of going out there, but I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
You know, I have people here to encourage me, help me to stay strong, and I've been hanging in there, and you know, and I love it. You know.
So what I'm getting from the guys we talked to so far here at Fertile Ground is that you really help one another. There's like
Yes.
a brotherhood
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Okay.
Instead of going crazy on, talking crazy on, putting them out and say, no, we don't do that.
Yeah.
I say one is doing wrong, I put him over and I address the issue.
Right.
I don't tell you pack your stuff and get out. No. We talk about it. You need help, that's what we're here for. I tell them all the time. If you got a problem, you're struggling with something, we got a table right set in this room. We go to that table, we can discuss it. We'll work it out. Because they can come right to Miss Lane, and then that goes bend over backwards to help the people here. So that's why I tell them all the time. You don't have to be alone in nothing. Just, if you don't open your mouth, how we gonna know? We're not gonna know if you don't open your mouth.
Right.
You got to talk. We're not gonna hold it against you or talk down on you. We're gonna reach out and help you. And I've gotten it myself since I've been here.
So Mr. Kavanaugh, take a look at camera 2 and tell some young cat who thinks he is a street hustler, old player who thinks he got it down, that ain't really the way he ought to be going. Talk to him about it.
No, all you old hustlers and players, y'all know the game is just that. It's not there no more. It's just, my advice to you, let it go. Once you get behind the bar, you're not gonna like it. You hustle, you gain, all that's over. It's a lot better way than that there. You can get you a job. It may not be what you want, but it's a paycheck. You can live from week to week, month to month, or whatever. But you can guarantee you this: you get with on a job and will stay with that check. You're gonna be all right. You don't have to worry about nobody arresting you or locking you up and all that. You ain't got to go there. Right. You know what? Hey, but you got to have your mind made up. You can't just be halfway. You got to go all the way. My advice: go all the way or don't go at all. Cause you
see this Kavanaugh? Don't be willy-nilly with this thing, man. Ain't nobody playing. Ain't no glamour being no sticker boy.
No, it's no life.
No thug.
That ain't no life.
Yeah.
That's not a life. That's a fool.
Right.
That's fool. Not a life. Ain't no life that.
Yeah.
And once you know, I see that that's what most of them. Once you get locked up, then you want to cry.
Yeah.
Why you want to cry? Did nobody put no pistol to your head and make you go do what you did?
Come on.
You chose to do that.
Sir.
When you get behind the bar, choose to do that too. You don't want to do that? Do the right thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Appreciate you.
Do the right thing. I'm living proof. You can do it. You can do it.
Mr. Kavanaugh, thank you for your testimony right here on ReEntry TV.
Hi, my name is Ivana Plummer.
And tell us how old you are.
I'm 19 years old.
Okay, and tell us how, give us some background on you.
Well, my dad, he went to jail, and my mom passed away when I was 14 going on 15. My sister, she was raped too. And I've been in No More Victims going on 9 years. And I joined No More Victims when I was in middle school. And No More Victims have been the best thing to me. Currently staying with my auntie because me and my dad were not on good terms. And now I will be going to college in January to be a psychiatrist. So I want to help everybody. No More Victims like to help me too. And
So tell us specifically how No More Victims changed your life.
well, No More Victims has changed my life. It gives me more confidence, and it makes me a better person because I've been through a lot of things, and it makes me feel like someone actually cares about me. Because in my family, I don't have too many people that cares about me, and Ms. Gamber and No More Victim is pretty much my real family. We not blood, but pretty much close to a family. Because my family is dysfunctional, and this is a real family.
Do you have any stories that you'd like to tell about you and Miss Marilyn?
Well,
Anything she's had to do, like rescue you or do anything significant for you?
yeah. I remember when I was in 7th grade, and like I was going through a lot of things, and like I tried to kill myself, tried to cut myself, I tried to hang myself in my closet. And I remember when I was in elementary, And I beat this boy up because he called me fat. And I saw him a couple of years later when I was in 7th grade, and he was like, oh, I remember you that girl who I teased, and he beat me up, and he said it in a playful way. So we made up, we was cool, and we became friends. So then a couple of days later, we was playing, water fight. It got real serious because he threw an egg at me and hit me in my eye. Then I just, I got real angry. So we started arguing, and I was ready to fight. So he pulled a gun out on me, and I was like, shoot, I don't care. I'm having to live for my mom's gone. My daddy don't care. Don't nobody love me at all. So my sister, she called Miss Gambrill. Miss Gambrill came over there to drive their apartments, and she was like, somebody love you, I love you, no more victims love you. And I just kept saying, shoot me, I don't care, because don't nobody love me at all. And Miss Gambrill was talking him down, and she was telling me, I love you, I care about you, you my daughter. You got a family, you got a whole bunch of brothers and sisters. We there for you. And I almost lost my life that day. And when I realized it today, I'm scared. Because I don't want to leave no more victims because they my family.
So if you could give some advice to somebody that might be out there that's in your position that doesn't know where to go, what would you tell the person?
I would tell them that you are precious because you exist. And can't nobody tell you otherwise. If you need a family, no more victims is here, because we've been in your situation and we been in your predicament too. And I love you. If nobody ever told you that they love you, I love you.
Your name, sir?
Tony Salat.
And Tony, you are an instructor here at H-Tech,
Yes, sir, I am.
and the class you teach.
Computerized office administration.
Now, before becoming an instructor here, Tony, you actually graduated from H-Tech.
Yes, sir, proud graduate of H-Tech.
Okay, so tell us how you got into the program. Tell us a little bit about your director, Ms. Boutte, and your life before H-Tech.
Well, I'll tell you what, in a few years back, well, I'd say year 2000, I got into some trouble with the law and got a possession charge. And I got put on probation for 10 years. Still didn't want to do right, everything. In 2005, got in trouble again, and they just started it all over again. And what happened was she came in 2007 to my probation office, and she told me about the school she was on, the school she had, and the great programs she had, and the one that spoke to me was the computerized office administration. I just needed to do something, and that's what piqued my interest. I knew I had to go back and get some sort of education. I already got enough strikes against me, having something on my record and everything, so people are already going to look at me different. So I knew I had to have some sort of marketable skill, and that's what H-Tech provided for me. And Miss Stephanie Boutte, I just cannot say enough good things about her. She actually gave me my second chance, and she taught me everything I needed to know and prepared me for everything I needed to face when I did, leave the school. And I owe so much to her.
So you're able to translate all of your experiences into your classroom.
Oh, definitely. I feel like I can use my life experiences to teach the people in those chairs, because I was in those chairs not too long ago. I was there about 2 years ago, and I completely relate to them because I know where they've been. Maybe not exactly, because everyone's situation is different, but we do have a common thread, and that's we don't like where we're at, and we want to get to that next level.
Excellent. Tell us what's been challenging in terms of your students, and maybe your greatest success story to date.
I would have to say that the single greatest challenge to my students is the fact that what we're trying to provide for our students is something so real and so important that I always like to tell my students that just treat H-Tech as a training ground for out there, for the real world, you know. Treat this as a small little kind of like ecosphere of the real world. You know, if you're coming in late here, more than likely you're going to come in late at work. The way you act and treat other people here is the way you're going to treat other people out in the world. So I think that's the single greatest challenge. I mean, people think that they're in school, they can be relaxed and this and that. No, you come in here and you dress the part, you look the part, you play the part, you act the part, and that will translate to success out there.
Okay. And success story for someone that you've seen come through the program that has gone on to do wonderful things.
I tell you what, I have a student of mine just recently went on her externship, and straight A student, never missed a day. There's going to be people that listen to you, and then there's going to be people that don't listen to you. And this lady, she just listened to me from day one, maybe only missed twice out of the 9 months she was here. And due to her excellent attendance record and her excellent grades, she's interning now at the Houston Food Bank on I-45. And I think somewhere in the Heights, it's that big Houston Food Bank. And she is using everything that she has learned to work in that office and help it make it become more efficient. It is just, and every now and then I'll get a call from her or get a text from her saying, "Hey Tony, I just want to let you know everything's all right. Love you, man. Bye." You know, and to me that is the biggest satisfaction that I can get. I mean, just words can't express how awesome it feels to know that I had a hand in helping somebody's future, just like the teachers that helped get me off to my future. You just got to pay it forward.
Tonight, Goodwill Industries is our special guest, and we are pleased to be working with a group of people who are game changers, if you will, especially the IVTP program. And our next guest is Mr. Lonnie Clay. Lonnie,
nice to meet you.
Welcome to the show, sir.
Nice to meet you.
And you are a veteran.
Yes, sir, I am.
And you were also incarcerated.
Yes, sir, I was.
All right. Tell us your story, Lonnie.
Well, I don't think you got enough time for me to tell the whole story.
Okay.
But to make it simple and make it short, I was a person with a purpose going the wrong way.
Okay.
And thankfully, that God intervened in my life, and he said, I had a purpose for you. So I said, well, you know what? I haven't been doing very good at this other thing.
Yes,
so I ended up going to prison, and I had an extended stay. I stayed for 10 years. I was sentenced to 20 years. And it was my first time ever being incarcerated, being in prison. So this was a new thing to me. But shortly after being in prison, I realized that God did have a purpose for my life. After 2 years, I became an ordained minister. And then I started working with people that I saw that was hopeless, because God gave me hope.
Yes, sir.
And he just didn't give it to me. That's for me to be in prison and to display the things that he was doing to me then. So after I got out, I was blessed to be able to find this program, the VIP program, and the VIP program put me on my feet, showed me the ins and the outs of recovery and what I needed to do. And besides that, I had already had the faith and the hope that I needed, because success is achieved by those who try and keep trying. I also believe do and keep doing, because there's a lot of times when you come out of prison, you seem like the odds are stacked against you, where the odds was stacked against some other people I can remember and days and times. You mentioned the Red Sea.
Yes, sir.
The odds was definitely against them.
No doubt.
But God made a way.
Yes, sir.
And he's in the blessing business, and he continued to make ways. So you're going to go to people that are going to tell you, no, we'll come back and know this here. Well, that ain't quite where you're supposed to be at. You just keep on trying, you keep on believing, you keep on doing the things that you've learned over your mistakes.
Yes, sir.
And you apply them. And no matter what anyone tell you, you can do exactly what you want to do. Mm-hmm. if you apply yourself. You just can't believe, not to say believe the hype, but believe what's placed in front of you telling you you can't. You know, if you believe you can't, then you can't.
Correct.
That's it. So I'm one of those people that I'm a faith person. I believe that nothing is too hard for the God that I serve. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to put my first foot forward.
Excellent.
You know, when I put a foot forward, I know God is with me, and he's never failed me, you know, and my life has changed.
Minister, let me stop you for 1 second. You look prosperous. You look good. Can you tell us where your world is now? What do you do for a living?
Well, what I do for a living now, I sell cars. I work with people in customer service. I make sure people get the best service. Normally, you don't see a pastor or a minister in the car business, but God knows where to place you at all times.
All times.
You know, it's time for a change. And when you can go to a car dealership and the person that you talk to, you can trust them, and they can tell you, I understand what you're going through,
Yes, sir.
but we can still make it happen, then that's where I'm at right now. And on call, I go out and I stand and I tell everyone what God has done for me. So I keep myself busy. I've also started my own company back in October of last year. It's called Clay Consultants. And what I do is business innovation. You got a problem with your company? Let me come in and take a look. I show you what God showed me. I can make your company better.
My name is Michael Bush. Pretty much everybody call me Mike. I just got out of prison after doing 20 years flat. I got out of prison July the 26th. I haven't been out 6 months yet. And I had parole to my mother's house. And I was chopping trees, and I eventually bought me a car, a cash car. You know, it's pretty nice. And I was putting my other money up, and I came and discovered my mother stole my money. So when I confronted her about the situation, she denied it, and you know, my stepdad, they all got crazy. And I went to report to my parole officer, and these guys came in black and told me I had a warrant, mental health warrant, and they interrupted the parole interview and took everything out of my pockets. I had to get my car keys to my parole officer and everything like that. And they handcuffed me and took me to Harris County Psychiatric Center on South McGregor. And I had to go through this evaluation, and there was a lot of false information that they put on the report. And I had to prove that. So when I was released, they said they didn't want me to come back to the house. Okay, so I was homeless. And I was like, wow, what am I gonna do? I'm homeless and don't have a job. So the friends that I thought they were my friends, you know how you always hear, oh, you ever need anything, right? So I checked all that and it didn't come through. The only one that stuck with me was my little brother, and he's married, and his wife was like, he can't come stay here. A female friend of mine at that time, I called, I say, look, I don't know what's the deal. They put me out, you know what I'm saying? They put me all my clothes in the car and stuff. And I just got back from Big Tob. I don't know what to do. She said, well, I saw a program on TV on Channel 17 called ReEntry, and I put the phone number down. She said, it might be fake, but I'm gonna give you this number so you call it. I said, okay. So I called the number. And it was some lady that I spoke with named Destiny, and she gave me the instructions. I explained my situation to her completely. And I'm not familiar with the Houston area. I don't know the streets, so I followed her instructions and got to the place. And it was last Monday, and I was in the studio. And after I witnessed what was going on in the studio, they had a birthday party, and I'm like, man, all this stuff is for real, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, they're gonna give me a place to stay and give me a job, you know what I'm saying? So the lieutenant, after that, he came and talked to me, and there was another guy in a green suit. I don't remember his name, but I'll never forget his face, bald-headed guy. He was like, man, don't worry about it, just sit here, you know what I'm saying? When the lieutenant come, man, you know, explain the situation to him. So I explained my situation to him completely, you know, and he said, all right, I'll tell you what, you have your car? I said, yes, sir, I have my car outside, my clothes and stuff is in there, I don't have no job, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man, I'm on parole, and I don't know what's going on. He said, well, I tell you what, it's a band by the name of Lieutenant Dan Richards. He said, go ahead on and follow him to the lieutenant's house, and we're gonna get you set up. So I'm thinking that this can't be for real. You know, I mean, you know, it's not happening. So I followed, and I came and unpacked my car, and they processed me in. So tomorrow, you know, I passed drug tests and everything. So tomorrow I go to work. Whatever kind of job it is, you know, I'm going to work. So that's what happened with me.
Wow. So now you have a place to stay and now you have a job.
Yeah.
So what would you tell the people out there about Reentry TV?
ReEntryTV is real, man. You know, you look on, I think it's on channel 17, and you look at the number. If you're in my situation or worse, I don't think you could be in a worse situation than mine. You need to try it, because it's real, man.
Yes, how you doing? My name is P. Andre Jones, and I'm 27 years old. I have been a part of No More Victims for 2 years, and how I got involved in it was a very close friend of mine brought me to No More Victims, and I was actually kind of nervous because I had never been around too many people that actually showed me as much love as Miss Gabrielle and the family shows me.
Tell us some of the things that you were into before you actually came to the program.
I was selling drugs. I was robbing. I used to run up in drug houses and get what I can get. I really didn't care about too many people. You know what I'm saying? To let y'all know how far I have actually came, like 10 years ago, I was in the grocery store disrespecting my elder. And what I mean by my elder, a person that's older than me, you know what I'm saying, a person that's like in their 60s, 70 years old. And I was in the grocery store just cursing, talking bad. I didn't even care because I was in front of them. 10 years passed and I seen the same lady in the grocery store. And for some reason, I just walked up to that woman and apologized to her and her husband. And it was like, the woman looked at me and said, I can't believe that you remembered that. I can't believe that you remembered that you cursed and you actually disrespected us the way you did, and for you to come back at us and apologize to us the way you did, that lets us know that you've made a better turn in your life. That is someone in your life that's actually helping you move on. Because I was very terrible. I had no respect for anybody. My mother, no one. And when I met Miss Gabrielle, I actually had to make a total turnaround.
So tell us how your life is now since you've been in the program. How has it changed?
It's really changed a lot because I actually can walk down the street and actually hold my head up high. I've been looking for good jobs, you know what I'm saying? I actually can read a lot better than what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I can actually hold a conversation with someone and not automatically get an instant attitude. You know what I'm saying? Or I can actually coexist with, even if you are my enemy or anything, I can still coexist with you now compared to then. You know what I'm saying? Because then I only looked at, if you did me wrong, we just hated each other and we did not understand each other. Now, even if I don't like you, I can still stand next to you and say good morning.
Our next guest is Mr. Avery Ayers. Avery, welcome to ReEntry TV.
Thank you for having me.
All right. I touched on just about all of yours, I believe. Veteran?
Yes, sir. Veteran, honorably discharged, United States Air Force.
Air Force, okay.
College educated.
Excellent. Well, how'd you end up on the street? What happened?
Things happen that is beyond our control.
There you go.
And we can't let our circumstances hold back the goals or the aspirations that God has placed within each of us, regardless of whatever barriers may be hindering you.
Right. It's been known that some of us are just 2 paychecks away from literally being homeless, so this is no joke. But the good thing is, and you're also incarcerated a little
Yes,
time.
sir. I have. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I've been incarcerated for a financial instrument crime.
Okay.
Back in '99.
All right.
And that led to my eyes being open to the world once you come out.
Right.
That there are no such thing as a second chance.
Okay, okay. Well, let's talk about what we know is real. Goodwill Industries.
Goodwill has been a blessing in disguise.
All right, let's talk.
I was homeless when once I completed my term of incarceration. I came home looking for a job, unable to find a job, moved in with my uncle. Kept looking for a job, filling out an application, doing the same thing, nothing coming of it.
Right.
Finally, I got in touch with Goodwill. I never knew that they had a veterans program here downtown at the Midtown location. And it was called the HVRP, Homeless Veterans Reintegration Program. And I came in and I started looking for a job with their assistance. And from there, life moved in greater ways than I would ever know.
Okay.
I started volunteering for them as an administrative assistant. And in '09, they offered me a job, full-time position.
God is good.
All the time.
All right.
From there, it allowed me to complete my undergrad degree in business administration.
I love it.
University of Phoenix. From there, I moved into the Midtown location, which provided me a home away from home, but it was my own. And as I'm continually working for Goodwill, I'm training other administrative assistants and also SIR workers to be more efficient at what they do for Goodwill.
Avery, in the time left, I want you to take a look at camera 2 and express to anyone who may be in your situation, your former situation,
Yes, sir.
And who is a veteran. I need you to tell them about the good work at Goodwill.
Goodwill is here for you. The only thing that's holding you back is taking the first step. Any social barriers that are hindering you, with Goodwill, you can go through another door of success and come out better than you've ever been. Goodwill has the computer training you need. They have the academy schools. They also have employment specialists that work one-on-one with you to achieve your goals. If you're looking for a job, this is the place to come if you're a veteran. We have orientation every Monday morning at 8:30 a.m. at 4640 Main Street, Houston, Texas 77002. What you'll need to bring with you is just a DD-214 or a letter of service. If you're unemployed, bring your resume, bring your identification and a pen. We are here with arms stretched, waiting on you to begin your journey.
My name is Don White, and I'm here at the Lieutenant House, and this has been a very pleasant stay. Actually, it's benefited my life so that I just want to try to share with somebody about the goodness that's going on here at the Lieutenant House. I don't know if I should say this or not, but after having been released from prison, I really didn't have a place to go. And I've been to several places, halfway houses before in my life, and there has not been a place like the Lieutenant House that I've ever been to. And I'm 53 years old. I wish I could share more of my testimony with you about this situation. But I want to tell you just a little bit briefly about what the Lieutenant House has done for me. Getting out of prison. Man, I come to a place where I could just have the freedom to go and come as I please. For the most part, to put some money in my pocket, man, and to save some money to help get me on my feet while I come out here to the free world. Some of y'all might not understand what I'm saying, but some of y'all might, because you might be in a position where you need some help. And the Lieutenant House is here, man, to help you. But I want to also say to those who might be involved in wanting to help somebody else for such a place as this, you ought to get involved, because for the most part, I believe God's hand is involved here. Yeah, a lot of other stuff goes on, but I believe that God has the doors open here. We want to say Mr. Manuel Fields, Lieutenant Fields, we call him, a great man of God. And I believe in my heart that God has established him here with the Lieutenant House. So I would just say briefly that if you're looking for a place to go, if you need some help, man, get in touch with Lieutenant Manuel Fields. He'll be willing to help you and reach out to you. And for those of you who might want to contribute, contact Mr. Fields and give him some help. He's doing a great work, man. He needs some help. He's looking forward to seeing you soon. God bless you.
Lou,
Yes, sir.
that was good stuff, Doctor.
Yes, it was. I
Yeah.
tell you, I enjoy it. I can watch that over and
Okay.
over and over. It does my heart a lot of good.
The kids from No More Victims / Winners,
Yeah.
the guys who came down to the studio, got a job the next day. The program absolutely works. So please take advantage of the number on the screen and go to the website so we can get you situated, because the show is here for you. It's a service program. And Lou, I'm very happy to be a part of it, sir.
Thank you very much. I wouldn't have it no other way.
Okay?
Yes.
So we'll see you next week, but Lou, go ahead and close us out.
On Real Life, Real Solution, Reentry TV.
Solutions for you. Real life, real solution. Reentry TV. Real life, real solution. Reentry TV. Solutions. Reentry TV for you.